What about your current life would make 8-year-old you sad? I am not a paleontologist. We still don't have friends. Feeling happy is constantly harder. The knowledge that in a year Dad would be gone. I am not a dinosaur wrangler. I didn't really do anything in high school. I didn't become the incredible person I thought I would before 30. Learning that both my parents died as well as one of my siblings, and out of my remaining 6 siblings I only speak to 2. How much I dislike my current job. I know. Because my 10-year-old son was worried that he's going to hate his job as an adult like Dad does. I explained to him that while I don't like my job very much, what career I work as an adult never really mattered much to me. It's a means simply to make sure I'm taking care of him and his mom. That my dream was always to be his dad. Long before he was ever conceived, I always wanted to be a father. My life is complete because of this. Difficult much of the time. But complete. Everything. I haven't got new Lego in over a decade. I'm still sad. My 8-year-old self literally only cared about cars and car racing. He also feared how he's ever going to get a license because they were quite poor and no way in hell they could afford it. I've been to several racing events even as media personnel, being able to roam around freely. I also have a license, of course. Have my own car, and I'm a car mechanic. There is literally nothing I could tell my 8-year-old self that would make him sad. Knowing the things above. Diagnosed with major depression, anxiety, OCD, and anorexia nervosa. I can have candy for breakfast every day. Or at least pour as much sugar on my cereal as I want. Yet I never do. What a sad waste of opportunity. Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. Living alone. No work. Life balance. Depression. Social anxiety. Autism. And a desire to end things as soon as my parents pass away. That I don't own a horse, even though I could afford one. I meticulously journaled with a cousin our monthly, weekly budget. We were going to be roommates one day and could do it better than our parents. And I wish I could sit 8-year-old me down after reading a journal at age 36 going, I appreciate the hustle, but $450 earmarked a month for hookers, strippers is kind of unreasonable financially. That I enjoy math theory. I haven't been to the moon. Nothing. 8-year me was being abused and busy struggling with severe depression and suicidal ideology. 8-year me would cry joy for days to see me now, and they wouldn't have changed any decision they made. That made me who I am now. Okay, maybe less tantrums and more slowed thinking to not rush. I work too much and don't ride bicycles playing cops and robbers enough. That I'm still single and the girl I thought I'd marry at the time hasn't spoken to me in almost 20 years. I'm a 22-year-old college dropout with no romantic life whatsoever. All of it. Everything. I'm not a race car driver. Knowing my dad died. How lonely I am. All the drugs. Working for my mom. That I still sometimes have doubts about if my parents love me. More my dad than my mom. This time around I have actual reason to suspect it. He acts like he loves me. But the version of me he loves isn't really me. Just a facade I'm forced to put up to keep him from being upset. Sometimes he just brings up random transphobic shit and I have to defend myself. Well, I feel like I do. As whenever he says this stuff it's directed towards me. IDK man. It's scary lol. I'm probably fine. That and the fact that I haven't grown up to have a masculine voice. Something I hoped for since very young lol. Specific. I know. but helps clarify my transness. Edit. Also that I still don't have friends. Honestly, I was about to give up. But now I've found someone who kinda likes to talk to me. Sorta. But we have nothing in common really. All my friends from back then all passed away already. No job. I'm not a pop star and I don't have a boyfriend. You're depressed. Weak. Alone. No one truly loves you. You're not what we used to be. What's wrong with you? Quote. Everything. My wife passed away. It's been almost 13 years. And I can still burst into tears at the drop of a hat. Sad commercial. Country western song. And cheesy film. I just sobbed. She was the apple of my eye and the light of my life. We had 29 wonderful years together. But it was never enough. She was only 50 years old. I don't get to sit under a tree, eat apples and read books with a dog at my feet. How little I play. My brother living on the other side of the country would destroy 8-year-old me. I'm not 6 feet 8. I'm about 5 inches shy of that. I never bought all those Lego sets in the magazine I said I would if I could afford them. Still chubby, but actually trying to eat salads and exercise. Also not jet-setting around digging up new dinosaurs every time my shovel pushes down.